Man of a Thousand Faces. I remember sitting in a theater. I think I was 12, and it was a different kind of movie. It was the first movie, I think, where it was a movie about making movies. And in that it was about making movies, you know, it was Lon Chaney, James Cagney playing Lon Chaney. And it's not enough to say that I was impressed or that it affected me and it made me think of makeup. I went nuts. I just absolutely went nuts. I couldn't believe that a guy, it was the first time I saw how. See, before that, the monsters were real, okay? I saw that movie and, oh, well, somebody puts makeup on their faces and becomes those monsters. And this guy was not just a makeup artist, he was an actor, and he was a physical guy, he did his own stunts and everything, so I went mad. I started putting a little makeup kit together from stuff out of my mother's purse. And crude, of course, in those days, it was a compact of powder and lipstick, and that's all I had. And so I remember quickly trying to duplicate Lon Chaney, being as much him as possible by getting a box and putting the stuff in it and a tattered shirt and a headband, because in the movie, one of the first things he did was become a pirate. So I went to my aunt's house, and I said, hey, watch this. And I took out this tattered shirt and put it on and this bandana and made my face brown, and I put my hands on my hips like this, and it was like, what are you doing? You know, why are you doing this? You know, yeah. And to me it was like, I'm Lon Chaney, you know, or I'm a pirate, or I can be somebody different, okay? Then I went in the Army, had a makeup kit. Then I came back from the Army, and I was stationed in North Carolina, and I met this guy in a bar named Forrest Carpenter. He was doing a Bob Clark film called Death Dream, okay? It was right after they did Children Shouldn't Play with Dead Things, which he said was our poor man's version of Night of the Living Dead. He actually said that to me. Okay? I met this guy, and I had a portfolio in my car. I did a high school lecture that day, and I showed him it, and he said, fine, we could use you. And 3 days later, they offered me the job. I went to Florida and did Death Dream. And a month after that, we went to Canada and did Deranged, which was the true story of one of the stories about Ed Gein, the guy that Psycho was based on, and you know, the crazy killer that dug up his mother and all that stuff. Okay, I think that we worked on Midnight at night, trying to do Night Riders in the daytime, and maybe on days off or something, working on Jack Russo's Midnight at midnight.
They should have known better when they came into town. Every sign pointed to what could happen there. Every indication told them to leave now. The wise guys in the bar, the preacher's warning, and the sheriff who made hate a way of life. Go, get out of town. We don't want your kind here. But they stayed. They stayed, and it became too late to leave. Too late as the clock approached midnight. Midnight. Now the book from the co-author of Night of the Living Dead comes to life on the screen. Don't miss John Russo's Midnight.